Hi, and thank you for watching this quick video analysis. I'm going to go over two stocks which have performed well for me over the past few years, and those two stocks are JD Sports and Boohoo. The first one I'm going to go through is JD Sports. Now, if we look back at JD Sports, if we go back to around 2003, we see that price was trading around about sixpence a share. Then over time, it continued to rise and it came up to a level of around about £4.50 a share. So this one performed really well over a period of years. And as you can see from this is the monthly chart, by the way. If you can see from the chart, the month of June has the biggest move in all its history, and that move is also a bearish bar. So this was a decline, and it's also the largest decline in history of this stock. So you can clearly see from the monthly chart that you wouldn't want to be in this stock anymore because this decline is really large. So you want to actually take your profits and then look for another setup over time. So let's look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we see that over the years, price has been heading up, and price has also stayed above this 200 moving average on the weekly chart. The trend filter is also green, meaning that we are only looking for longer opportunities. If we look at the daily chart now, on the daily chart we see that at the current moment in time, price is below the 200 moving average. So although it is above the 200 moving average on the weekly chart, it isn't aligned on the daily chart. We want the daily chart to see that price is also above the 200 moving average, but as it isn't, we wouldn't want to look for any long opportunities. Remember, make trading simple. If you see something like this, you just avoid the trade altogether. And also on top of that, price is actually red, giving us a bearish bias, so we wouldn't want to be in this stock. We want the bars to be green. Green would mean that the trend filter is showing that we are in a bull trend. On top of that, we see that this is the 20 moving average and this is the 50 moving average. So in the uptrend, we want it to look like this. We want the 20 to be above the 50 and the 50 to be above the 200. So at the moment, the moving averages are all over the place. So we want to actually stand aside. There are times where we want to go long, times where we want to go short, and also we have to know when to stand aside, and this is that time. Although JD has performed well for us in the past, at the moment it isn't performing so well, and we can actually probably see that price may in the future decline further, so we wouldn't want to tie our money in this stock. What I want to see now is I want to see the bars on the daily chart turn green. I want to see the moving averages align, so I want to see the 20 above the 50 and the 50 above the 200, and I want to see price actually break above this high. This will give me confirmation that this overall trend is going to continue. Right now it's in any man's land. We don't know what exactly is going to happen. So with JD Sports, stand aside until we have confirmation that we are going to continue the bull trend. The next stock I'm going to look at is Boohoo.com. If we look at the monthly chart first, we see that Boohoo has performed really well. It only started floating on the stock market in April 2014, around about 54p a share. Then it started to decline down to around 24p a share, and we saw this huge rise in a short period of time. Currently, it's standing at £2.40 a share and looks like it's still continuing higher. All we've seen are green bars, meaning that we've had bullish months. If we look at the weekly chart now, the trend filter is green. We see that price has been moving up nice and steadily. We had this huge decline from June of this year down to July. Then at the moment, prices stabilize around this area of support and continued high. So let's look at the daily chart to get a clearer picture. Now, the weekly is showing green bars, the daily is showing green bars, so the trend filter is showing a bullish bias on both time frames. Also note that price, although this decline was huge, it did only come down to the 50 moving average, which is used as support. Here here and also again here. So this 50 moving average is acting as a strong area of support. So long as price can stay above this 50 moving average, the red line, then we should see a continuation to the upside. The 20 moving average is actually just below the 50, so we also want to see the 20 above the 50. So once they are all aligned, we could have a nice continuation to the upside. But if you are not in this trade already, wait for a breakout above here. Wait for breakouts, because breakouts give you confirmation that we are going to see a continuation of the upside. I am still in this stock. I didn't exit because although this move down was quite large, I saw in advance that the 50 moving average would have been used as support, which it has been here. So once we get a breakout here, I will start buying more shares in this stock. So overall, JD Sports stand aside, but Boohoo.com wait for price to actually move out here, and then look to trade the stock based on your trading plan.